Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead. Today I have a food pantry haul for you. This is our local small town church run food pantry. They allow you to come in twice a month and you get to shop, which means you get to pick and choose what you want. So you get like a grocery cart and you walk through and they'll have like a shelf of bread and you get to pick off so many items, canned fruit and veggies, those kind of things. So yeah, I'm going to jump right in because it is late in the afternoon and I'm hungry. So let's do this thing. And this is going to take at least 2 times of putting stuff on the counter because it's a bunch of just random stuff. Sometimes we'll get like a lot of one item. Today it was just like a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So it might be interesting to film. So I will start down here with a 2, 4, 6, 12 pack of Gatorade and then a 40 case of water. Yes, please, and thank you. Up here, we've got some low-carb flour tortillas. These we had gotten before, and they are a spicy sausage, and she actually gave me more than just this one pack. They still have, like, several cases of them, and a lot of people don't want them because they're spicy, but my husband absolutely loved these. I like these when my tummy can handle them, so, yeah. The already cooked turkey sausage patties will be great for breakfasts. There's some orange juice and some oat milk. 2 things of these chicken nuggets, breaded chicken nuggets, and they're like wheat-free, gluten-free, peanut-free. I don't know why you would put peanuts in chicken nuggets, but no eggs, no milk or anything like that. So they're great if you have some dietary restrictions. These chocolate-covered banana bites. My kids are super excited to try those. And then some really nice, high-quality looking pickles. Yum. And one of these, there's actually 2 of these, and I am currently eating one. Vermont smoked and cured beef stick, and it's delicious. So if you see those out and about, get one of those. There is a thing of cheddar cheese pretzel crisps. A bucket of almond butter, and I'm actually excited about this because I have a recipe that uses almond butter to make a keto-friendly bread that I eat that's like nice clean ingredients. It's mostly this and eggs is the main 2 ingredients. So I was super excited to get this. It's huge. It is definitely separated and it is leaking oil. But I've got a friend of mine who would also use this. And so I was kind of thinking I would probably get this all stirred up and then dip it into probably mason jars, like quart-sized mason jars, and split this half and half with her. Because it's a lot. I mean, it's a 2-gallon, 9 pounds of almond butter. There you go. A bag of sweet potatoes. Yay. They had wasabi peas and then wasabi edamame, and those are both things that for sure my older kids enjoy and my husband, so they will munch on those, I'm sure. They had this snack mix that looked delicious, and it says it's keto friendly, so I will definitely read the ingredients on it, but smoky barbecue, that sounds delicious. I had picked up one of these before, and this is by far one of the best teas I have ever had, and it's a really strong tea, so I can get more than 1 cup of tea out of just 1 bag. 2 things of the Purely Elizabeth, granola. This one is grain-free, and it says keto, and this one is grain-free and says keto. We'll see. And then there's also this Keto and Company keto granola. Yeah. A lot of times if it says keto, it doesn't particularly mean that it's a nice clean keto, which is what I have to eat because I do it for stabilizing my blood sugars, and a lot of times they throw in a bunch of fiber that still makes your blood sugar go up. So if you're thinking about doing keto or low carb for that, make sure to check your blood sugars after you try these because you never know what's in them. She had a bunch of baby stuff this time and told me to take a bunch because like we're talking like the shelf was packed. So I was actually completely out. This is all the squeezy pouches of different flavors. I was completely out of those, and my 3-year-old absolutely loves those. And so I took her up on that offer. I picked up one of these tropical blend and then a whole box of the strawberry and mixed berry yogurt melts. Those are delicious. and then one of the super poofs. And we do the puffs and these I will mix together and throw in some other things. And my 3-year-old eats those while we're in church so she can be quiet. Bread-wise, I picked up 2 of the Dave's Killer thin sliced 21 whole grains and a Bloomin' Berry bagels. There were 3 of these, and I gave 2 of them to the kids for lunch today. Some toothpaste. I picked up this one because it is good for dandruff and dry scalp, which I deal with. And the lid is off, which I knew that meant probably nobody else would take it. And I don't have an issue with that. I will just stand it up like that in the shower and make it work. Or I will mix it in with another shampoo in like a bigger bottle. They had this, which is, I have heard from numerous people, really handy to have if you have the flu. Wish we had had that before because, yeah, we've dealt with that this winter already. And then the Simply Gum, and they had lime and chile. We'll see what that one's like. And then this coffee flavor. And she said the coffee is really, really good. So we'll try it out. All right, that is round 1. I'm going to go very quickly put these things away, and then I'll be right back. Round 2. And it is all going to fit on 2 because I kind of chose to not put duplicates of stuff up, and I'll explain as I go. So, sorry, I've been eating in between this. This is a bag of pouches of fruit punch. There are 12 in there, which was the limit. And my kids really like just drinking them as is. But then also I make something called water kefir, which is a probiotic drink similar to kombucha, if you've ever heard of it. And you ferment it once with sugar water, and then the second time you ferment it with juice in a sealed plastic bottle, and it gets fizzy. I did a short about that if you want to see what it looks like. I'm not going to explain how to do it. There are lots of instructions online. I'm not the master at tutorials. But I've been using that to feed the second round of, fermented kefir water. A whole box of these strawberry, they look like mini pies. They even feel like mini pies. And I think there's like 6 of them inside, like little cookies. And those will just go in the snack box. They expired in January. No big deal. I don't think that stuff ever actually expires. Several types of gummies. There's some banana, some sour gummy worms, some lemon and raspberry. Those sound good and they're individually wrapped. And then some Airheads. And we will do those just as a sweet treat a lot of times for lunch when I make them, like especially a snacky type lunch. I will throw something like that on there. There were several packs of these tangerine, vanilla, cashew, and macadamia mix. I tried a couple of the cashews and man, they are good. Definitely not low carb. 25 for the entire pack, but a couple isn't going to hurt, right? There were 6 of these Blue Diamond almonds, and these will be great for something that I can throw in my purse for a snack. And then also my husband can take those in his truck. He's a semi-truck driver. There were several packs of these marshmallow cookies and several of these chonkus, I'm assuming is how that's said, and they're like chocolate chip cookies. This whole bag, this is one of those ways that I'm not taking up 3 counter spaces. This whole bag is just, that one ripped. Yes, it is. This whole bag is just granola bars, protein bars, Lara bars, a bunch of random stuff. So, yeah, I'm not going to get everything out. Ooh, a lemon poppy seed. That sounds good. A bottle of raspberry vinaigrette. Yum. I am so ready to have salads again. Garlic paste. I thought that would be so useful for so many things. I picked up one of these, like, cup of noodle type things, ramen. And I thought that it might be something that my bigger kids could do for a snack because you just pour boiling water in there and it's done. You can do it in the microwave, but we don't have a microwave. So you can just pour boiling water in there and leave it for a few minutes and it's done. And I just thought that might be something that they could try and see. If they do, then that would be something that's a little bit bulkier for snack for them on days when they're really hungry. Cheese stuffed sweet peppers. I want to open that jar right now and eat them all. That sounds delicious. Yellow cling peaches, a thing of crunchy peanut butter, a thing of club soda. Those are my go-to, and I love this little size can. I could totally throw that in my purse on the go. This was one item that I decreased for space sake. There are 4 of each of these flavors of the little mini boxes of cereal, and those go in the snack area for my kids. They will pop one of those open and have it either just cereal or with some milk. 2 things of gluten-free Monster cookie mix. My kids love Monster cookies. It's a fun one. It's like a chunky cookie. And I thought those would be super nice for if we need to take something to a pitch-in, or I've been meaning to have my older kids each, like on Friday nights when we do dessert, have them do some kind of boxed mix. Cookies, brownies, something like that, so that they're practicing measuring and their baking skills, that kind of thing. So let me grab 2 of these. These are palmini, palmini, I don't know how it's pronounced. It is Hearts of Palm pasta, and it is a low-carb pasta option. I've been wanting to try them. Aldi carries them sometimes, but they're quite pricey, and it's one of those where, because of the budget that we're on, I generally don't buy risky foods. I stick to the things that we know. So I was excited to be able to get to try something. That has been one thing that has been fun about going to the food pantry. Obviously, going to the food pantry isn't fun, but one side benefit that we were not expecting is getting to try some things like cheese stuffed peppers and this yummy vinaigrette that we probably would not have bought otherwise, because that's probably $5 in the store. So getting to try some things that we normally would not buy is just kind of nice, because then if this is really good, then it might be a splurge buy that I buy for a special occasion or something like that, that then I get to have as just a special occasion item. All right, anyway. A box of the peanut butter puffin cereal. We've gotten the chocolate and peanut butter in the past. This is kind of like an organic Fruit Loops, and some Nutri-Grain bars, and all of that is snack box stuff. My kids don't eat cereal for breakfast, because if they do, they're hungry an hour later, so they can do that for snack. There is a thing of cotton candy because, fun. There's 2 things of the, I always want to call it like powdered mashed potatoes, but I know there's a name for it. Dried mashed potatoes. I don't know. But my kids really like the Hungry Jack brand, so I got these. And then they had chocolate, y'all. They had chocolate, like all kinds of chocolate. So I got some chocolate. They had this keto bark dark chocolate with sea salt. That looked delicious. They also had a coconut one, and my daughter tried to talk me into it, and I was like, no, I just really want the dark chocolate. There is a Lily's sea salt extra dark chocolate, although I don't count 70% as extra dark, but there is a keto dark chocolate with Himalayan sea salt. There's 2 with almonds and 2 with salted caramel, and my kids will just gladly eat on those. And then this, I had picked up 1 bar of this on a previous trip. And y'all, it was the best chocolate I have ever eaten in my entire life. And trust me, I've tried a few. It's just delicious. It tasted like because of the hazelnut, it tasted like Nutella. And it's not low carb. Don't shoot the messenger. For half a bar, it's 14 grams. I don't eat the whole bar. I usually break it into like little sections. So it would take me like 4 times or more of eating this. Liked it so much, I decided to look up the cost on this, and it was ridiculous. Like, I think it was like $9, $12, somewhere around in there for a bar of chocolate. There's no way I would be able to afford that. So I picked up 4 of those because, come on. So yeah, huge blessing. She was super apologetic at the fact that they didn't have a whole lot of meat. I did say no to a couple of things in the freezer, like a pre-made lasagna that was like a single serving. So it was one thing that, because my husband and I have to eat low carb, neither one of us would have been able to eat it. And a single serve is not going to work for 5 kids. But there are several like older single people that come through there. Those kind of things that I would much rather leave something like that for someone who needs a microwave dinner to serve one or like 2 servings or whatever. So there are some of those things that I pass on. There was something else in that freezer. I don't remember now. She gave me 2 packs of chicken nuggets because of that, because she knew 1 pack was not going to feed my kids, but 2 with some other things will definitely feed them, you know, for lunch. So, oh, there was also a bag of Doritos. Hang on, let me show you this because I was kind of bummed. It is Doritos Roulette, and I was not paying attention. I just saw Cool Ranch. Okay, my kids will eat that, but it is maybe not, or maybe hot, maybe not. And it's like every few chips, there's a spicy one. And I actually even opened it up with the intent of giving those to my kids, some to the kids, and did not even realize that they are spicy. Some of them. That's kind of a bummer. And so I even dug through and found like the corner of one and tried it to see, okay, how spicy is this? Is this something they can handle? No, it's quite spicy. So I was kind of bummed that I picked up that and then we're not going to be able to use it. But I will clip it shut and pass it. I will find somebody that will gladly take it. I know I've got some neighbors and friends and that kind of thing that would probably be like, we don't care. So, yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to go put this stuff up. I'm going to finish eating my meat stick. I am totally 100% unapologetically going to open up that jar and eat at least one of those. And then, yeah, that is everything. Lord of mercy. So she was, okay, so I said something about her apologizing for not having a whole lot of meat. That's something that it seems like they will get a bunch of it in and then they'll have 3 months of none. Or they'll have, like 2 months of having a lot of meat and then a month of not having any, that kind of thing. And I told her the big thing for us is we do have at least a small grocery budget. You know, like because of the food bank, we have cut our grocery bill in half, even with the ridiculous prices right now. So I told her, I said, but you've taken care of definitely all of our snacks. Yes, I know this is a lot of junky snack food, but it's one where then that allots me to spend our grocery money on fresh fruits and veggies and meat. That's where that works for us. If this was all you were getting, it would be a little harder. But I also look at, you've gotten peanut butter, which is protein. They did have some other protein things in the freezer. You've got protein bars. There's, I passed on some dried beans. There are other protein options. And then I do pass on the canned vegetables because my kids just don't eat them. I've tried making them several different ways and they just don't. And it's not a battle I'm willing to fight. I'm okay with that in the grocery budget. We're okay on that. But it's one of those where she does a really good job of making sure that you are getting some produce, some dairy, some, meats, some protein of some kind of vegetables, and then yes, you get a lot of junk food. This is not going to be a well-balanced, clean diet. I'm sorry, it's not. And that sucks. Trust me, if I had the money, my kids would not eat a single seed oil. They probably wouldn't eat any processed sugars. They would eat organic. They would eat grass-fed. I would love to feed that to my kids. I would love to, but it's just not an option for us right now. And it's not an option for so many. You do the best you can with what you've got. And don't feel bad about it. Your kids are going to be okay. You're going to be okay. It's all going to turn out all right. So, yeah, that's my spiel. All right, I'm going to go finish putting this up. I'm going to finish eating that meat stick. And then I need to come up with something else to eat besides that cheese stuffed sweet pepper that's staring at me right now. I thank you so much for watching this. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye and God bless.